Hello, this is Joshua for Frost Dragon Designs, and today I'd like to talk to you about my Optometry Cat hard enamel pin. This pin is part of my More Cats Doing Science collection. The More Cats Doing Science pin collection features more than 35 designs of cats doing science and science-adjacent activities. Now let's get into the design. The Optometry Cat. This is an interesting one because first, I can't believe that I didn't think of optometry as one of the ones that I was going to do right off the bat. I mean, I know I have a fair number of medical type professionals in the More Cats Doing Science project, but I just didn't think optometry as one of the ones when I was initially making my list. And the reason that I find that so funny is because I have horrible vision. I have, very poor eyesight, legally blind. I can't drive. And so, an optometrist is someone that I very much want to make sure that I have a good relationship with. So, my vision problems, the core of them is retina problems. I have ocular albinism. It's a whole big thing. But basically, the biggest problems that I have to do with my retina and it not having a fully formed fovea, which is the dense bundle of optic nerve that should be where your sharpest vision is in your field of vision. I don't have that. But on top of that, I also have all the normal problems that people get with their eyes, with, the lens not being, the perfect shape. And so I wear contact lenses to correct for the lens issues, but obviously the contact lenses can't correct for the retina issues. But, nonetheless, I still have a great relationship with my optometrist. And I plan on giving him one of these pins the next time I have an appointment, so that'll be fun. But as for this specific design itself, I originally was thinking that I was going to have like a smaller kitty sitting in a chair and have, looking through the device. Now, the device that's the main feature of this pin is called a Phoropter. It's very interesting. It basically is able to simulate the different prescription strengths for glasses or contact lenses. And so that's why they have you look at the eye chart and they do the better 1 or 2, better 1 or 2, 3 or 4, 3 or 4. Which one's better, or are they about the same? What they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to the point where you can see the clearest. Now, I decided against having the little patient sitting in the chair, mostly because I was having a bit of a time getting the Phoropter to look good and correct in perspective. So I figured my next best option was if I had it just completely on a flat plane, I could then at least get the illustration of it to look correct. But then by having the Phoropter on a flat plane, my options for the kitty patient, if I included it, were either the back of the kitty's head, which, that wouldn't have allowed us to show all the fun and interesting lenses and stuff that are on the front of the Phoropter. Or if we had the kitty behind the Phoropter so we could still see the front of it, that we'd basically just have like a little black triangle at the bottom for the kitty's chin. We wouldn't see the rest of the kitty patient. So I decided to scrap that aspect of the design and just go with the Phoropter itself and our Optometry Cat. I've always thought these things looked cool. I mean, obviously I've been going to eye doctors since I was very young because of my vision problems. And I was always fascinated with what these things look like. And, it was interesting to actually try and illustrate it because while I had spent a fair amount of time staring at them during appointments, waiting for the doctor and that sort of thing, I had never really taken note of all the different detailing on it. Probably, just because, I don't see well, so I didn't really have opportunity to like look at it from that side. But when designing this pin, I, did some Google searching. I got some nice close-up photos and was looking at it. And it's actually just a very interesting looking piece of equipment. Lots of circles and little tick marks and just a lot of interesting little details. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching me design this pin and talk about stuff. If you have, please go ahead, like, and subscribe. I try to release 1 to 2 new videos a week, and I would love to have you along for the next one. So Thank you again so much for your time, and have a great rest of your day.